friends, hello and welcome to one more episode of Educated Muslim. If you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe and then watch this episode. We will talk about Islamic mathematics in this episode. But before we start talking about that, please watch this clip and then we will start looking at Islamic mathematics. Let's get started. So while we continue laughing, we have even more hilarious laughs coming. And this time it is from the God of Islam, the Allah, and his Prophet Muhammad. So, this is from the inheritance law of Islam. It comes from chapter 4, Surah An-Nisa, verse 11 and 12. So, let me read a portion of that, and then as we read, we will calculate how things work. And for our example, let us consider a person, a Muslim man. Let's call his name Ali. And he has two daughters, one son, two wives, because Muslims can have more than one wife. Polygamy is allowed. And both of the parents are alive. This is a very simple family in Islam. And let's calculate what would his, people get after his death. And for very basic easiness of the equation, let us assume that he left $1,000 when he died. He was having $1,000. He left at that point in time. And how will the division take place? Let's get started. Verse 11, the first section states that Allah commands you regarding your children. The share of the male will be twice that of the female. So the basic equation is that if a female is getting X, the male would get 2X. Okay? So that would work like if there are two girls and one boy, the girl would get one fourth, and the boy would get half. Okay, so that's the basic equation. But then there are complexities which is involved in it. So let's take that into consideration as well. It's not only about children, it's about wives, parents, and different other liabilities. But this is a very simple person, Ali, who had all these members only. So the verse continues, if you leave only two or more females, that is two or more, in this case, this female is basically the daughters. If he is having two or more daughters, their share would be 2/3 of the estate. Imagine, this person is having $1,000. So Quran is saying that if you are having two or more daughters, so this person has two daughters. So those two daughters would get what? 2/3 of the estate. That is straight away 66% of the $1,000. How much would that be? $666.66. So how would this equation work if the boy is supposed to get the double of the girls? That is Allah's magic. Just imagine the equation. Here, the girls are getting $666 out of the $1,000. So how much would that be? Let me calculate it for you. 66.66. So that would be $333.34 would be left after giving to the girls. Because when we read the statement, the first statement is about the daughters. So when the daughters are given their due 666, how much is left? 333. And how are you going to give the double of that daughters to the son? From where are you going to get it? In the very first verse, the second sentence, Allah's mathematics floundered like a $2 suitcase. Imagine. This is the fun. Now let me read it. Let me continue to read it. It says that, but if there is only one female, that is, if you have only one daughter, then she shall get one half. That is, half will be given to the daughter. And there also it would flounder. In this case, we are having two daughters. But in this imaginary case where the Quran states that there is only one daughter, she would get half. If she is getting half, how is the boy getting the double of that? There, the mathematics equation just flounders like a $2 suitcase. And then Muhammad is adding complexities to it, saying each parent is entitled to 1/6 if you leave offspring. That means if you have children, your parent, each of those parents, would be getting 1/6 each. Okay, so that is 1/6 and 1/6, that is 1/3. So already the equation has gone beyond the boundary. Now Muhammad is giving 1/6, that is 1/6 to the mother, 1/6 to the father. So that is 1/3 more. That is funny. And he's saying that if you are childless, your mother would get 1/3 if you're childless. But this is Ali. Mr. Ali is not childless. He has two daughters and one son, so this is not applicable to Ali. Then it goes ahead with different complication. But if you leave siblings, then your mother will receive 1/6. It's okay. Leave your siblings. In Ali's case, assume he has a sibling, but still your mother is going to get 1/6, and your father is getting another 1/6. That is 1/3 is that's the lot of the parents. After fulfillments of bequests and debts, that means if you already have debts, you have to give it away. We are assuming for brevity or simplicity that Ali does not have any debts. He was having $1,000, and that is what we are dividing. Be fair to the parents, as you do not fully know who is more beneficial to you. This is an obligation from Allah. Surely Allah is all knowing, all wise. So, this is the Islamic mathematics, my friend. Ali has $1,000, and now how much is he supposed to give to everybody after dividing according to the Islamic mathematics? Just think about it. This is the figure he is supposed to give, while he had only $1,000. So, friends, the leopard doesn't change its spot. Allah Himself claims to be the best of deceivers. So, what would a deceiver do? What would you expect from a deceiver? He is going around deceiving while eating, sleeping, drinking, standing, sitting. All that he does is deceiving. And the Muslims are a captive crowd before him whom he deceives. And look at this person, Ali. He was having a surplus of $1,000 when he died. Actually, if that $1,000 would have been divided correctly, it would have fitted all of them. But according to Allah's logic, the Islamic logic of Muhammad and Quran, this man Ali is in a debt of $1,333 already. He has already given away the 1,000 to some portion. Ideally, he will give it to his daughters, and for the son, he doesn't have, so he would rather give it away to his parents. So the son is not yet gotten his due. He is in a debt to give 1,333 to his son. But then the story does not end here. But before that, let me take you to John chapter 10, verse 10. It says that the thief does not come with any good intention. Satan, is a thief. He comes to kill, steal, and destroy. So this person's soul, Ali's soul, is already in hell. He has been deceived with 72 Huri's promise. The promise of a deceiver, who can believe? Allah himself is a deceiver, so would you ever believe the deceiver's promise? No sensible person will believe, but Muslims are bereft of senses. They would believe. And that is the case with Muslims. This person, Ali, he believed in the 72 Huris. Unfortunately, he has landed up in hell for believing the lie. And now, even his relatives or his near and dear ones, they would be fighting for their pound of flesh. He is already in a debt of $1,333. But now look at what is happening. We have not calculated his wife's due. He is due to give some amount to his wife. The next verse tells us that his wife will receive 1/8 of the estate. 1/8 of the estate would be what? See, he is having two wives. So 1/8 plus 1/8 would be 1/4. 1/4 of 1,000 is how much? 250, isn't it? So each of them would be getting 125 and 125. But unfortunately, he doesn't have even that. So 1,333. What is the debt? 1,333 plus 250. $1,583 debt. This man is already pushed into a debt. His family members are fighting for the debt. Now, this is where the monkey is played by their leaders. Their leaders will come and give some convoluted figures and try to twist and take their pound of flesh as well from the entire lot, saying that he is owing something to the mosque or to the clergy. This is how the Muslims are being duped. Even after their death, their relatives are being duped. And this is all the gift of Allah and Quran and Muhammad. Now, friends, why would anybody want to follow this stupid religion? Because Quran, when you read, it is the stupidest book I have ever read. And now I have proved you from the very simple basic mathematics that this is a big scam. Islam is a scam. The Muslim or this person Ali, he is already in debt of 1,583 just because of the Islamic mathematic calculation. Now it's up to you for to give thinking to this kind of mathematics and escape yourself, dear Muslims. I have nothing more to say about this. Now this is the end of the video. If you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe. And if you liked it, give a like. And now may the good Lord bless you and keep you. Till we meet again. Bye for now.